Hello everyone, Rurikhan here coming at you with another instance run, and today we're going to be running through the Shadowmoon Burial Grounds. Now this is actually a run with a couple of guildies, and let me adjust the volume because good god this stuff is loud. Oh man, and I can't even adjust the volume actually because my graphics card's broken. What? Whatever, I guess I'll have to soldier through. So this is actually with a guild, so we should be just fine for the most part. I'm assuming my guildies actually deal some pretty beastly DPS. Some of these people actually raid, I do believe, but I'm not entirely sure if that is the case or not. But regardless, we're going to be running through the Shadowmoon Burial Grounds. This is obviously heroic. I mean, at this point, it would make no sense for me to be doing anything but heroic. I do have my loot specialization set to Mistweaver, which is actually something that I really like about Warlords of Draenor. I'm not sure if this was implemented in Warlords of Draenor or if it was implemented during the Mists of Pandaria, but I really do like the fact that you can essentially be playing one role and getting loot for a different role. Because it's like, you don't want to have to muddle through regular instances to get gear for your off-spec, because it just kind of sucks, because then you have to go through the regular instances, and then you have to go back to heroics, and it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense from a character progression perspective, which is why I really like this. So I'm trying to see if I can get some more healing gear, even though my healing gear is pretty much up to snuff, and as a matter of fact, I was going to record a couple of healing runs yesterday to put on the channel, but unfortunately it didn't happen simply because, yeah, the groups I got were so bad that bad things just happened, and I didn't want it to have to go through that again. So let's go ahead and see what we can make happen here. It'd be good if that dude would disappear, because I know he can disappear. Or maybe he can't, I don't know. Regardless, here's what we'll do. We'll just actually go ahead and switch the skull mark to that guy. We're losing a little bit too much threat here. God damn it, okay. We're losing a lot of threat, actually. We always forget about... I think I myself tend to forget about these damn runes. At least on the first pull, not on the boss, though. You never want to forget about that on the boss. I might be out of line of sight, which is not where you want to be. This was one sloppy pull, I'll give you that much. Rurikhan sloppy pulling your instances like a bitch, making everything harder for your healers. There we go. That went down smoothly. That was all the healer right there. I did absolutely nothing to contribute of any use to that pull. That pull was atrocious for me. Oh, actually someone died even. Oh, poor guy. Did we res him? Are we not resing him? I guess nobody wanted to res the guy. It's downstairs. What's downstairs? He just walks through 2 more rooms. I just wanted to res that dude. It seems like he doesn't want to be resed. Oh well, regardless. Let's go ahead and get this stuff. I'm not even sure if I have a quest for here. Is he saying it's downstairs? I'm not sure if I even have that quest right now. I might have. I don't know. I've took a bunch of quests from my inn, so that might be a thing. I would love to jump down here. I'm hoping he dismissed his minion, or Death Knight, that is. Because I remember this one time that I came here, and there was this water mage, and his water elemental triggered every single mob in between the shortcut and here, essentially, like in between here and basically his water elemental went the long way and aggroed every single thing he could, which was bad. It was not a fun experience. It was not fun times at all. I love being able to CC. I believe I've mentioned this previously. I just love it. And I'm pretty sure the healers should love it as well. Or then again, maybe not. I don't know. But I just love using CC. I love being a little bit more meta when it comes to that stuff. Because it just, it's an added, you know, it's an added layer of things that you have to keep track of. And I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of like wanting for more challenge, essentially. And I know that you guys are going to say you should be raiding then. Problem with raiding is the time commitment. It is just way too much time that you have to put into raiding. So while I am doing the looking for raid, I mean, looking for raid is a joke. I'm not sure if you guys have been using looking for raid, but it is a fucking joke. It just made me laugh. I used it once, and I had no idea what the strategies were or anything like that. I was like, I'm going to use this. This is going to be a train wreck. But turns out it was just way too easy. And when I say way too easy, it was easier than normal instances. As a matter of fact, if I'm to be completely honest, heroic instances seem to be easier than normal ones. I'm not sure if it's the quality of the players that are in heroics or what the deal is, but heroic instances, to me, since I started running them, they just seem easier than the regular versions of those instances. I don't know what the deal is with that, but... Okay, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to have this quest. So we're going to have to go ahead and deal with it. Let's go ahead and get rid of these dudes. Oh, I love that frost shit on the Death Knight. That's real good. I haven't played with a lot of good Death Knights, so it's actually a relief. Because right now I'm running, I have told you I'm running with guildies. Not all of them are guildies though. We have one pug. So I'm running with Toilet Store, Ironhold, and She is Legend. So I got both a healer and 2 melee DPSers. But you guys can probably tell by the fact that my DPSers are running like 20k average DPS. It's pretty damn beastly. Usually you don't tend to get that kind of damage in pugs. But whatever. Looks like I did get the... Did I get the Void Gate? No. Because everybody's spamming the damn thing. There we go. Awesome. Let's hope everybody knows the strategy for this because I don't feel like explaining it. Let's see if our healer wants some mana or not. Nope, she seems about ready. So let's go ahead and make something happen. Watch everybody run through the ruins on the way in. No. Oh, yeah, he did. Toilet Store. What the hell, man? What the hell, dude? I saw you run through that bitch like nobody's business. Okay? Move away from that AoE. Tons and tons of AoE. There's always going to be like shit tons of AoE in this encounter. This is like AoE utter and complete madness. Okay, time to switch to that. I want to just like slow it down. Slow that bitch down. There we go. Everybody should switch that target, even the tank, in my opinion. Now, whether or not your tank is willing to do this, that's another matter entirely, but you should most definitely switch targets in that phase. Now, I did put my lightning here. Sweet. That's something I'm working on, you know, being able to deal damage even while I'm at a distance, which is something that I used to do with my warrior, and you can do with your warriors now as well, but it is something that I have not quite been doing as a monk. What the fuck is the boss doing? Get back here. Yeah, that's right. And we should be having another pull pretty soon, alright? Well, I'm not sure if the boss is going to survive that long. We'll see. And another dagger. I guess we'll run over here then. There. Here is safe. Reasonably safe. As safe can be. We're just going to nuke the boss. It's pointless. Oh wow, that was pretty fast. The Chain of Soothing Light. I actually think I need that for my healing spec, because I don't think I have a healing amulet. Now, there's also another thing that is really cool with the expansion now, and that is the fact that all of your gear usually has 2 stats if you happen to be a hybrid. Like, you will see that it says 100 and something intellect where we were. So I think I'll just stagger this guy, get this thing. Unfortunately, who's gonna go grab a drink? Oh, it's our AFK. It's our pug, so it should be fine. Now let's go ahead and get this guy. And CC this guy. Oh, or not. Or not CC him at all. As a matter of fact, there's something I like to do. I like to trigger that cooldown, which essentially will give you all of your chi points back, and then just spam this, because I have the Daze rune. And it's just like you spam this and everybody's constantly dazed. Constantly dazed. They deal almost no damage for the duration of that. That's something that I really enjoy doing throughout pulls. I like experimenting with this kind of stuff. And the Monk is kind of like the perfect class if you want to do these kinds of crazy things with off-tanking and just range tanking and whatnot. Also, I have to say, I really love having a skilled Death Knight on the party for certain pulls, like pulls with mages and shit. is just real good when it comes to stuff like that, because you will pull people next to you, and it's just very, very useful from a tanking point anyways. Let's go ahead and let him do his thing. No! Can I CC him? Looks like I can't CC him. Well, that sucks. And looks like we got a double pull there, which will be fine. Come on, where's my statue? There we go. Put the statue down. AoE taunt. I love that statue. That statue's so good. And I didn't even used to understand what the point of the statue is, because it doesn't do AoE taunt. But it allows you to taunt it for AoE taunt, and on top of that, it also just generates threat, which, to be honest, is almost as useful as an AoE taunt. The main problem that I have with this statue right now is that a lot of times that I've been using it, because I've been experimenting quite a bit with the statue, some of the times that I've used that statue, I've had some pretty bad results on account of the fact that essentially it pulls more than I expected, because the range of the statue is just ridiculous. Anyways, let's go through this boss. I haven't even been explaining the bosses. Not sure if you guys want me to. I kind of used to explain the bosses in my old videos, but these bosses are pretty basic. I mean, the other bosses just stand out of everything that looks dangerous. During the black phase, just get into the white circles. Oh shit. No, I keep aiming it towards the heel. And then kill the ads when they spawn. This boss is essentially just nuke him down, stay out of poop, don't step on the little stones there, these burial stones, because they will spawn ads. And when the boss goes into this phase, step away because you don't want to get caught in the vortex. And eventually the boss will also do this, which you just have to kill your possessed soul as fast as you possibly can. And after you kill your possessed soul, wow, my possessed soul is pretty tough. It is the possessed soul of a Rurikhan, though, so it's supposed to be pretty tough. Come on. Die already, dude. And then you right-click this, you reclaim your soul, and you get back to the boss, and you just keep on tanking. This is a fairly basic boss if your party kind of knows what they're doing. I mean, most of these bosses in heroic instances, to be honest, are pretty easy. Now, Void Devastation is just stay away from the AoEs. If you can keep DPSing, just keep on DPSing, but stay away from all that purple shit on the ground, because that will mess you up. That will mess you up real bad. Also, if you notice me moving around a lot to the white balls, and if you're not aware of how monk tanking works, essentially these things heal me, so I want to constantly be picking them up. Now, you want to take the right side in this pull, because it is a lot easier than going to the left side. At least, usually it is. Right now, I'm not so sure. Let's see if I can taunt that guy away from the rest of them. Nope, I argued the whole thing. Never mind. Are people picking up some item or something? Maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe coming here by myself was a real bad idea. Maybe not. We'll just make through it. I'm definitely being a little bit pull happy. And it seems like I have an item there as well. What is this I need? The silver-lined arrow? Okay, I guess I'll have to go get that. What I'll do is, I'll generate a bunch of threat on this guy. And I'll go get it. Excuse me, guys. Oh man. Now I should be able to just proceed. I keep forgetting to pick up these items because usually I just go through instances. I'm used to just, you know, move on forward. Everybody always wants to rush through the instance and whatnot. So I'm kind of used to just, you know, keep moving forward and not really picking up every little item that shows up in the quest log, because I'm usually not doing quests and instances. But it's something that I should be doing, because I believe I probably need to do those in order to get my inn up to snuff. So you see this, for instance, this is one of the zones where I fucked up quite a couple of pulls on account of the, damn it, come on. On account of the statue over-aggroing stuff. Which is why I'm being particularly careful about not placing down the statue in this situation, which is something that I tend to do because the statue gives everyone extra targets. So it's usually damage mitigation overall, but I want to be really careful because I messed it up once and I'm trying not to do it again. And these bats, the damage of these bats is just way out of control. Way out of control. There we go. Get that shit sorted. Keep going on through. Get ourselves a couple more spiders. Kegs for days, baby. Kegs for days. Also, I should say I've been running some of the old content, like I've been running old raids and stuff like that. It kind of saddens me a little bit. I mean, in a way, it's really great because everybody can go and watch that stuff now. I personally would suggest everyone to go and run Old War. Old War is just like my favorite raid of all times. So I would highly suggest people to go and check it out. If you've never seen Old War and you are playing World of Warcraft right now, you can pretty much one-shot it. One-shot every boss almost, so it's perfectly fine for you to go over there and just grab whatever you want. You can also get some cool looking loot out of it if you're looking to transmog shit and whatnot. There's some cool looking items in that instance. But yeah, I've been doing that. I've also went back to Mists of Pandaria. Unfortunately, it seems like I can't quite solo those encounters at my current gear level, which is a shame because I really wanted to do the Mists of Pandaria raids solo, but that might require a bit more practice and maybe even a bit more gear. Not entirely sure. And on top of that, I've also been doing just the regular instances, not the raiding ones, you know, just regular dungeons, and trying to get some monk-looking gear that way. Those dungeons were actually pretty cool. I recently did, what was it called? Brewmaster something? I forget its name. It was a brewery of some kind. Stormstop Brewery, something along those lines. Oh, bats for days, bats for days. Here's what we're going to do. Oops, I didn't mean to use that cooldown. It's fine, though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to burn these guys to the ground. Although that was pretty useless because the Death Knight used his this thingy as well. Oh, damn, the damage on these bats is... I don't get it. I kind of feel like these bats are a little bit overtuned. I mean, it's harder for me to handle these bats than boss fights. These bats and spiders. Then again, it's kind of like the monk's weak point. The weakness of monk tanking, to me, as far as I can tell, is lots of targets that don't deal as much damage as big hits. Because when you're taking big hits, the staggering mechanics kind of take care of everything. But when you are taking smaller hits, the stagger does not kick in as good. Doesn't work as well, because usually smaller hits are faster and larger hits are slower, so whatever. Now this boss is a beast in heroic mode. Now he's going to spawn a bunch of worms, and you also want to go ahead and tank the boss as further away from him as you can, because you want to be able to move away when the inhaling phase comes. Because eventually he begins inhaling. Let's dodge away from that. You also want to not face him towards your party as much as you can, which is why I'm kind of sitting to the side here. Don't switch targets on me now. I'm sitting to the... And in comes inhale. Now me personally, I like running away from it for as long as I can because I don't like sitting in the AoE. But you do want to sit in that AoE if the going gets rough. There we go. Oh, shit. Body slams everywhere. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think I'm supposed to tank the other worms, so I'm going to just stick to the boss here. But yeah, as I was saying, you want to, avoid getting inhaled, which is why I'm tanking as far away from the boss as I can. You want to see just how far away you can get from him without actually getting... Oh, are they just leaving these worms up? I guess I'll kill it during the inhale phase then. No! You want to be as far away from the boss as you can. I'm not going to kill this thing. Who am I kidding here? Well, he's getting the switch. That is one of the smaller worms. Let's just... I shouldn't move the body slam over here. Body slams everywhere! Boss is dead. Only got gold for it. That kind of sucks, but oh well. That is the fact of life. Does this only work on humanoid targets? No, it actually works on all the targets, which means I'm going to do it on this guy. Because fuck that guy. Fuck that bat. What does he think he is? Batman? Dealing all that damage. Damn, I'm losing a lot of threat. Give me that spider. Give it back. Spider's mine. That's one of the things about running with people who might be raid geared is that, yeah, your threat output might not match their damage output. There we go. Kill that. Oh, look at this bat. Just standing there. Just hanging around. Yeah, I'm glad you hung around there. Good stuff. Good stuff, my good sir. I wonder if they did away with the CCs that only affected humanoids and CCs just affect everything now. Because I thought that my paralyzed CC would only affect humanoids. Oh man, good stuff. We're about to get to the last boss here of the instance, which a lot of people seem to have some serious issues with this one boss for whatever reason. So we're going to pull this guy with the kegs, just get a shit ton of thread in there. Then we're going to nuke this guy with our regular stuff. Nope, you don't cast things. That's a Pally Time line, by the way. Pally Time's the one who says that shit all the time. Whenever he interrupts, someone's like, no, you don't cast things. Okay. About to come up on this last boss. The last boss is actually pretty easy if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, though, it can wipe your party up real fast. Essentially, all you got to do is you got to mark the bone walls. Bone walls? Skeleton walls? I'm not sure what he calls them, but this guy will do these skeleton walls from time to time, and you have to mark those. You have to mark a skeleton in there so that your DPS focuses that particular skeleton. Otherwise, your whole party dies. It's that simple. It's a basic wipe mechanic. Unless everybody knows what they're doing, your party dies. Let's move away from that. Malevolence also, you have to basically dodge it. I'm going to try aim it away from my party as much as possible, but it is pretty hard to aim that thing away from the party. But that mechanic comes into play with the Ritual of Bones. There's the Ritual of Bones. I want my DPSers to target that one. I'm going to move away from that Malevolence. Are my DPSers not? Yes, they're in there. I'm going to give my healer time to just heal everybody. Now, as everybody's moving, the tank will want to stay here and keep the boss targeting that way. Because essentially, if the boss targets the other way with Malevolence, he will cover the only corridor that your party has to move through with shit. Let's move him away from there. So since he did heroism, I'm going to go ahead and get my pet up as well. Move away from that Malevolence. I'm guessing our Shammy wants to get this over with quick, but we are going to have to suffer through another Ritual of Bones. And there it is. I'll mark the skeleton. I don't think we'll be nuking the boss down. I think we should focus down another skeleton, yeah. That's always something that a lot of people are going to be like, I'm not sure. Should we nuke the boss? Should we nuke the skeleton? But it's better just nuke the skeleton, because if you don't have the damage, like, you're going to die. Whereas if you do have the... if you don't have the damage, you'll die. If you do have the damage, you'll still live. So it's whatever, you know? And another ring for my healing spec, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. As per usual, leave me your comments, feedback, all that kinds of good stuff in the comment section below. That was Shadowmoon Burial Ground. As you can see, it is fairly easy. And thank you very much for watching. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.